It is National Pecan Month. We've been celebrating all month long. And what better way to celebrate than with pecan pie? I recently stepped into our kitchen with pie aficionado. My gosh, it's the best way to describe her, Lauren Bolden, a pie bar, to get a lesson on how to make that perfect pecan pie. Take a look. Hugs. Hi. So happy to have you back.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here for National Pecan Month.
Yes.
That's been the debate. Now, how do you say it?
Well, so I was telling the guys a story when I first got here. It came up, do you say pecan or do you say pecan? Many years ago, I was told by a very wise man that if you want to sound fancy, you say pecan, but behind closed doors, we can always say pecan.
Okay. Well, the consensus here was pecan, so we're going to roll with it. And before you get to actually making a pie, or I think I'm going to be making it, let's get to some pecan particulars. Tell me all about it. Who knew there were all these different varieties, and talk about what you use at the shop.
Absolutely. So there are tons of variety of pecans or pecans.
Yes.
And what I really love to use is an Elliott pecan. Those are going to grow beautifully in Georgia. They're super small. What I love about them is they're a little sweet and a little buttery.
Ooh.
So if you actually look right over here, Christine, I've got for you a variety. You can purchase them shell in all the way down to a pecan meal.
Okay.
So shell in is great if you want to set it on your counter and just pop
snacks.
It. Exactly.
Good.
And then an Elliott piece is great to throw as a topping on something.
Okay.
And then I love to bake with these, the Elliott halves. Those are my favorite.
Yes, yeah. My mom loves to put the halves, in the morning in her oatmeal. Now, that's a question. So she stores them in the freezer. Is that correct?
She's a wise woman, your mom,
Of
Christine.
course she
You need
is.
to give her some credit.
Okay.
Yes, if you want to extend the life of your pecan, you can store it in the freezer for up to like 9 or 10 months.
Yes, okay.
You can store them in the refrigerator for several months. If you decide to leave them on the counter, just know that they're a high-fat food, the good kind of fat, which is great. They're a healthy snack.
Okay.
But you can actually store them on your counter, usually about a week or two. You just want to make sure that you're kind of putting your nose to them before you enjoy them. Make sure they haven't gone bad.
Okay, and then lastly, what do we have over here? Finely ground meal.
That is such a neat one. It's pecan meal or pecan meal. We actually used it in one of our pies over here that I'm excited to tell you about.
Oh, wow.
I love to integrate it. We made a pecan meal shortbread pie crust. It's just a fun way to introduce a flavor that maybe you weren't expecting.
Right.
I would love at some point for you to top it off with some toasted pecans.
Okay, may I now?
Please do.
Thank you.
Yes.
I love this.
Gorgeous. So what you're doing now is you're adding in a couple of different things. You're adding in a layer of flavor.
Right.
So we're now having our pecan here as well as on top. But you're
crazy.
Also, it's great. And you're adding in dynamic contrast. So you're adding in a bit of crunch, which people love.
Yes. Okay, now you're going to put me to the test, and we're going to start baking.
Yeah, so excited for you. So this is actually a brownie pecan pie. I know. It's easy to make, but you're adding in layers of flavor from some ingredients that you see here.
Ooh, a little bourbon.
Exactly. It makes it really, really dynamic. It gives you the opportunity to make a pie at home that maybe you wouldn't normally make. Without adding in crazy technique. It's all the same technique.
Terrific. Well, we got about a minute left, so let's get to it.
All right, let's add in our sugar.
Sugar.
Perfect. We're going to add in our cocoa powder.
Cocoa powder.
Gorgeous.
Got it.
Let's add in a pinch of salt, because why not?
Just a pinch.
Perfect. We're going to add in some melted butter.
Thank you. You did all the work for me, so this is just a easy job for me.
A little vanilla.
Somebody must have told you about my baking skills.
There you go. We're going to add in some eggs.
Looks like 3.
There you go. You grab your whisk, and we're going to give it a nice stir.
Got it.
I think would be really fun is to add in some of these pecans right here. Oh, gorgeous. So I would normally use that type of pecan. Another opportunity here to add in some flavor and some depth.
Okay.
Same thing here. Those pecan pieces that we pre-toasted.
Pieces, all right.
We're just going to add them right in.
Oh my gosh.
About a cup and a half of that. When you bake it, it's going to be
guys, this smells amazing. Now, what is this? I can't
This is our
see without my
Karo
reader.
syrup.
Oh.
We need to add that in. We can't
I thought
forget
it was water.
I was have pecan pie without Karo syrup.
No, you cannot. Okay.
Let's add it, and then of course my favorite ingredient.
Oh, the bourbon. Wait, all of this goes in here?
All of that's going in.
Oh my.
We want it to be super gooey and luscious.
I picked the wrong day to go on a diet. Oh,
Get off it.
I'm just kidding.
You can't invite me here. here?
No, I cannot. I can't do this on Pecan Month. Come on now. Okay, and now the question, how much bourbon?
I always say a splash will do ya.
Okay.
Bring a tablespoon in there. If you want a little bit more, it's your pie.
All right, I'm feeling, woo.
Perfect.
All right.
Alcohol bakes out, so it's super safe. Anybody can enjoy it, but you're leaving behind that spiced bourbon flavor, which is going to add another layer.
Oh my gosh, this smells amazing. And so then you pour it in the crust.
Pour it into a pie crust, throw it in your oven, give it a bake till you can smell it. It fills your home with the smell of toasted pecans and chocolate.
May I?
And please do, and then you're all set.
Oh my gosh, Lauren, thank you so much. Where can we go to learn more about you and these fabulous recipes?
So I'm very fortunate. I get to bake pie 7 days a week at Pie Bar in the Marietta Square and in downtown Woodstock. So check us out there, orderpiebar.com.
That was a big bite I took. Thank you so much. Delicious. Enjoy. So good. Every single one of them. All right, we appreciate Lauren.